Aha, I caught you two. Coyote talking to crow. Don't think everybody doesn't make plans before the world wakes up. They're like, oh, busted. We are at a permission. 100-year-old properties. The properties here have all kind of been around for 100 years. It's been subdivided up more, but this is one of the older ones. Wow. And yeah, it's got some really cool details. We get to hunt through the redwoods. We only got a couple hours, but yeah, there's barns that existed here that are broken down, and it was at one point way more of a little farmstead. Now it's more of a little house. Look at the apple trees. It takes a while for an apple tree to get looking like that. So there's all kinds of possibilities. These are probably, because of the age, a golden delicious. And it is November, and look at them. That's probably a true Washington golden delicious. These are one of the ways that Washington became an apple state, was by perfecting strains that would be ripe now and not in the middle of summer. So, and that's often what you do. See how there's other trees completely bare, but these I think this was a basketball hoop. See the pole? So we're gonna look and see what might have got dropped around it, and then we'll work our way down to where the old barn was. See if we got any more time. I'm obligated to do a couple other things here, so it's not all play. Here's our first target. It is a coin. It is a zinc penny. But it is a coin. Okay, well, we're getting, this is 68, like gold. Not a whole lot of targets though, but I'm a long ways from the house. So I figure we'll start out in the orchards and barns and figure out what's going on there. People spend their time everywhere. So this is a cool thing that some of you might not know. It's easy to see in this landscape. See these clumps of trees? You might notice that they're in little circles. I don't know if you can tell. Sorry about the dirty lens. But we are in a circle of trees. These are called cathedrals. I can step out of the one that we're in now, and you can see that's what they are. They're a circle. And what they are is where the loggers came through and cut down the tree that was here. These are the shoots. Much as you see them putting out little shoots now. See how the base of a redwood just ever has little shoots coming out? That's one of the ways that they multiply. And when you take down a single one, they don't die. Those shoots become offspring and they grow up like this. So that's part of the power of a redwood tree. Not that they're invincible and you should go cut them all down, but that they don't die. So something that was already 4,000 years old, they got cut down, still isn't dead. It's grown back into all these and formed a cathedral. And you can kind of see the little clumps, even when you're out in another landscape where it's not all manicured. In the wild, notice that where the loggers have been and there aren't a single, they've made a cathedral. So that's why good always wins. Try and keep that in mind. Here's our next piece from these redwood groves. It was here. Looks like a piece of lead. Looks like it's been chewed on. But really flattened out bullet, maybe? This is what I wanted to get out of the ground. This is a square nail. And it's old. Oh yeah. Next little piece to come out. It was making a great signal. And don't know what it is exactly. I'm assuming it to be lead. Yeah, soft enough for my thumb to just reveal the silver on it, and coated white. That's the shape of it. Oh, don't lose it. Now we can get it back. We have a detector. There it is. But there was more sounds in the hole, but I lost them. I can't find them right now, so we'll check it and I'll let you know. But, laying by the base of this big old tree is this. It's a heart stopper at first. Let's read the numbers again. What are you? He's real happy with it, but it might be because of shape. It sure is coming out clean. I don't know. I don't know what it is. It's heavy. It's looking like maybe copper underneath, plated and ripped free from something on either side. So probably a welded coupling thingy. Maybe a piece of a silver coated, oh I don't know, silverware candle holder thing? Who knows? Wow. Okay. I just got a really cool old button out of here. First one. Oh, and it feels like there's a pattern on it, so I'm going to be careful. And it's old. That is awesome. I'm on the west coast. You gotta look for a lot of melted lead and old redwood groves under your old properties. Oh, that is sweet. Oh, wow. It feels heavy. That is freaking awesome. Okay. Okay. I'll pocket this target to my cleanup stuff in a safe way. I'll show you guys in just a little bit. So, here's our button. I'm thinking pretty old. That is freaking cool. I have no way of knowing. Like I say, we're newer stuff out here. It's looking old to me. Oh my god. It was by those square nails, all that melted lead and stuff up in that redwood grove. Not down here, you know. It was more of a spot where a little house would fit. And I know that in the old days the structures were small. When you first got here you set up a little cabin. Later on came the 100 years of families and stuff. So that's what I was going for, kinda. Look at that. Made my day. For somebody who doesn't get old buttons, I'm out here in California. That's really special to me. Well, pretty torn now. Just found what I've been looking for, and the sun is going down. That's life, right? There's a Jim Croce song like that. Never seems to be enough time. Let's look at the numbers on that again together, because my brain kind of spaced out on what it was. Huh, so not super high squeaky. And there's a lot of noise right here. Maybe everything from the flat area got dragged down the slope by tractoring. Kind of has that look, huh? See how the trees are all... Well, I guess they're in duff mounds too, but... This is what was down in the hole with the buttons, and look here. What do I see? I see other stuff. It's like a little white old screw farm junk. Set those two over here and see what noises we get out of here. Where's our pin pointer? I'll put analog for a second. Stuffage. Let's listen to the big one. Okay. I had to go do a little work and trade for our little permission that found our little button. Can I show you the stuff? It got dug while I was gone. Where is it? Okay. One of those. Some of that looking real good to me. One of them. And one of those, which I think is a ripper. So, yeah. Let's do some hunting before the sun gets dark. There's every sort of old thing coming out of here that you could imagine. So, we are on the right trail. A lot of pieces of this. Thinking stove. Very, very cool. Here's our next little thing. I'm gonna be careful with that one. That's crazy. I just found my first round musket ball. I think that's what that is. It's lead. It's white. It's round. Is that what that is? Wow. Wow. That is so cool. I believe that's what that is. That's super, super, super cool. Right here by the musket ball and everything else in the fading light is a spoon. Yep. Looks like probably pewter. Wow. I think the rest of it's probably in here. Let's try and get it out. That was me. Okay, so this may be the oldest site that we've gotten to go to. I think that these are definitely my oldest finds so far. Trying to rack my brain, but I'm pretty sure. And, you know, I might be wrong, but I think I'm pretty right on with this. This is old for California. So we can look at everything else first. We got, I'm assuming that they're pieces of a wood stove. I actually left some there on accident. So there's a bunch of pieces scattered out. And they're that old corroded iron that puts out a crazy high signal. a ring, you know, probably actual horse and plow tackle, I think, of some sort. Here's our modern stuff, 2 zinc pennies and a dime, a little grommet. This, which is smoothly cut and old, but still looks just like a piece of copper pipe. So I'm assuming that's what it is. There wasn't a whole lot of debris, there wasn't a lot of garbage in the whole area that we're searching, all the orchard and all the hillside. So these are the amount of metal objects that I found, garbage included. So that's kind of a cool thing. That means that there just wasn't a whole lot of modern stuff mixed in, you know. Not sure on that one. It's like an insert. It's heavy. It's not aluminum. It's you know, it's heavy. Not sure. Could have been more round. This is melted lead. Pretty sure. It's got the right weight. I was able to dig into it and find some soft spots. This, I don't know, kind of want help identifying. It might be broken here, or it might not be broken there. It might be mashed. I scraped it down, so I'm pretty sure this is the actual shape. But yeah, it's pretty corroded and pretty old, and that's what it looks like. Broken piece off of some sort of tractor thing, or a crazy wedge for the loggers, you know, that I haven't ever seen before. Is this a type of wedge, or a type of railroad spike or something? I'm not sure. We'll move down here. They have something that I found similar up another site. You see it's really bubbly melted, and it's got shiny to it. And the other one came off a really old site too, and I think these might be some sort of, you know, silverware handle or something that was plated. Not sure. The other one's kind of bubbly like that too, and they're light. They're like way too light for what they should be. But not just melted aluminum. And then this, which at first when it was dirty I thought was like a plumbing part or something. But then when I realized, yeah, I found more things that were older, and I started realizing the site was older, and then I cleaned it up. And you can see, oh, it had some ornamentation. You know, if you look right along there with the stripe, it was more round. It's looking a lot like silver plating on copper, you know, typical. So I was thinking candle holder or something like that. This, the oldest spoon I have ever found. It's not magnetic, and you can see where the handle attached there. Pretty sure it is a spoon, and it's either pewter or lead. This feels heavy like lead, but not quite, and looks like it's got some tin mixed in. So, wow, you know, for California, boy, that's pretty old. And you can see it starts to date the site, not just the look of the wood stove metal, but yeah, of course, this was one of the next things I found, and there's probably a lot more of them, but I stopped and I wanted to kind of proof the site, you know, dig a nail and see what kind of nail. So that kind of nail, which is awesome. I didn't realize how old that was at first, you know. I realized it was a spoon piece. This is what I found before the spoon, and clued me in that we had finally gotten into old. You know, people on the East Coast. Oh, does that have words on it? No. Okay, hang on. What I was trying to say is people on the East Coast find lots of buttons and stuff. I just don't out here. That sure looks like there's lettering there. But who could read that? I will look at this carefully under different lights. The front is that, and that is far out. So 1849 was our gold rush. Before that, very sparse. When we're talking pioneer, we mean like mountain men, you know, trappers, fur traders, a few Russian settlements on the coast. So we just don't get that. I'm thinking that is pretty old. And then found this, which really thin. It has that green. So I must say this is like 1850s at least, you know. Don't recognize that, but has that same age to it. This, I believe, is another utensil piece. It is lead. It's super flexible and white. I don't want to bend it again, but it has that look of a little spoon handle. This, I am thinking, is a musket ball. And I noticed that in it. So it was there before it turned white. I was wondering if anybody knew if that was had any ideas. The company that made the balls, or just somebody carving in it, you know, was that his initial? And after I cleaned this piece up, I realized that it wasn't just a piece of lead. It has been chewed on. Atypical of pigs. I learned that by watching Aqua Chitter. And I believe that it is a fired musket ball. So, a black powder projectile. Can I say that? I don't know if I should call it a musket ball. That's how big it is. You tell me. Looks like what I've seen find is a musket ball. It's white. It's the right age and stuff. And then I fired one nearby. Pretty sure. Really exciting. And then you set those there. And you set those there. Kind of ties it together. You know, this is looking like East Coast headed out to the West Coast, 1850s. This is some of the stuff that was lost right as they got here. Okay, so very few things, but very exciting. So stick with the quest for details. Remember, you can like, share, comment, and subscribe, and we will see you out there.